advocacy, right? There are other ways that we can work together. We have done
Explain that. Explain the
philanthropic advocacy. So there's advocacy for policy, right? And then there's also advocacy where you understand how money is structured and you pull the levers in places where you have influence to unlock larger units of money and resources, right? So a great example is that the Climate Funders Justice Pledge, now we have this dollar amount, but we also have this cohort of funders who've pledged to be in support of over 70 organizations. And behind the numbers series that Abdul's going to be working on will describe who they are funding. And the reason why these people are so transformative in who we're funding is because they are focused on systems change. They're not just writing reports to be kept on a shelf, right? They actually are power building organizations, and they are the ones who are going to be positioned to help us make decisions around what happens with that $1.2 trillion if we set up the structures and we unlock the imagination to do that together in partnership, right? And we'll be talking about that for the rest of that. Okay.
Absolutely. And so you mentioned a very important point, right? So I didn't give some of the details of what we mean when we say BIPOC-led and serving, right? So what we mean by that is an organization that has a board that is 50% BIPOC, that has a staff that is a senior staff that is 50% BIPOC, and that has an explicit commitment to serving BIPOC communities somewhere in its mission statement, in its foundational texts. And the reason that's important is that we have seen progress in sort of the legacy environmental organizations hiring BIPOC leaders, right? That's not what we mean when we say BIPOC-led and serving organizations, right? We mean organizations that are rooted in and serving BIPOC communities. And so that was a really important point. Why climate?
Well, first of all, there are so many issues, right? And climate justice is intersectional, right? So this isn't just about the built environment.